Give it a few more minutes to see if Jennifer joins. Give you guys a little bit to stretch out.
Yeah, Jen won't be here. She has like a community meeting thing for work.
Okay, so it's all of us today. Awesome. Okay. Well, waiting for Amy to see Amy. Until then, I'll check in with you, Cha. How's your Easter and how you feeling?
All right. Low energy today. I mean, it was like cloudy all day. I'm like, oh, it's summer, and then suddenly it's like, no. So it was kind of sad.
I know. What happened to summertime or spring?
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, how are you doing?
I'm good. Coming off of a rest day yesterday, which I needed, and yeah, doing well.
Awesome. Nice. Amy, what about you? We're just doing a check-in right now.
Doing good.
Okay.
Same old.
Same old, same old. Okay, cool. So today we're gonna continue on with our front headlock series. Saturday we were working more the front headlock series from like a wrestling perspective. So if we go on a shot, how to hip heist out of that and get to the back, or just stand up in that position. So now we're going to reverse roles in jujitsu and start to work on reattacking in for the guillotine if somebody does shoot into our legs. Does anybody have any questions about guillotine entries or any reputable, like, people? Have you guys found yourself trying to do the guillotine a lot and then being shut down in memorable ways? So I can kind of help you out. No? Okay. All right, so we're gonna work in from the guillotine. So I'm gonna put my dummy in the kind of folded over position. Just gonna fold him over. I'm not gonna make this terribly complicated. All right, as long as his limbs are relatively out the way. So when I am going in for any type of snap down or front headlock, it's really important that I use my shoulder to drive into like this top of the neck, shoulder blade area. Okay, so I'm here and I want to get in, cup the chin, and really stop, smash on them, and drive into the shoulder as much as possible, so the person can't continue to reshoot. And also I have a tap to stop them. Now, when I'm going up for the guillotine, I'm going to usually be here, cupping the tricep, and then I'm gonna come over the top of the hand. Okay, so I'm just gonna snap them up. So I'm small now, I'm gonna snap them up. And when I snap them up, I really wanna step past their hips. So I'm really getting them to either wanna step up, or I'm getting their face way over their top of the body, so that I have plenty of room to enter in here, number one. And if I don't have all the space to enter in with my leg across the seat belt, it's going to be very difficult for me to get in for the guillotine because they're still so low. So I would go for a different choke. So I want to snap them up, and then my back leg is going to come across the body as a seat belt, and then I'm going to step over. Okay, so how we're going to finish the guillotine. Just turn that off. How we're going to finish the guillotine is going to depend on if the arms across the body or if their arms across their waist, as if they're really trying to finish that shot. So let's start off with the arm across the waist, which is the most common position. So we're going to step up past the body. My leg goes across the body like a seat belt. I'm here, and then we're across the waist. Okay, when I'm in this position, my hand is going to be kind of in this kind of cup and saucer position. Cup and saucer, boom, stepping over. And then we're gonna finish the normal choke, the choke, by stomping. So I'm really kind of kneeing the hips. And then I'm going to pull up. So for this finish, I'm really going to be doing this scooping motion with my back and my forearm digging in. Boom, like that. Okay, so but it's really important that you use your legs stomping in and your body at the same time to get finished. Boom, boom. So we're doing arm in, and then we're finishing here. All right. Some things I really want you guys to note. Yeah, you can S grip, you can cup and saucer grip. So cup and saucer is here, my hands over the meat of my, I don't know, the palm. So meat of my palm here, here. And then if you, this is if you have kind of super long arms in a wide body, you can really choke up on it like this too. But let's try and just focus on the cup and saucer grip. That's the normal grip that we finished with the guillotine. Some things I really want you guys to know is the back of the head. If your shoulder is not covering the back of the head, you're not really going to be executing or finishing the guillotine really well. All right, so what the cover, the back of the head, sometimes people get in like this and the head's kind of popping out. Really want to get your shoulder deep and cover into that head, right? And then you're going to finish by projecting your chest into the body and arching back like that. Okay, so let's try this finish first, and then we'll go get into the second finish. Ready? 1, 2, 3, break. Yay. It might be better for you to fold them in half so the legs are in front, so you have a waist to like how I folded him like this, just over his leg. Yeah, like that. Yep. Really step past his, snap his head up and step past them. There you go. Yeah. Yes. Two more reps and then I'm gonna add a detail. Yeah, Sarah, nice. All right, okay, so when you guys are doing this choke, even though it's a straight on kind of pulling choke, it's really important that you still focus on dumping the person's head to the floor, okay? Because a person's escape is to get their head high, meaning that if this is my choking hand, this is their head on the low side. Soon is if their head goes like this, now their head is on the high side, okay? So when I'm executing this choke, I'm really trying to dump their head to the floor. And by doing that is I'm trying to really fall on my side and not fall on my back. So one thing that really helps me, because this is kind of a difficult thing when you're trying to execute the choke from snapping the person up, is I'm not always going to necessarily be running directly through them straight forward, right? When I snap them up, typically I'm snapping them up. And if you guys look at me here, I'm actually going to be running a little bit to the side. So then when I get my seatbelt in, I'm falling to the side. Okay. And I'm already dumping them to the side of their body where I can then finish the choke this way. All right. So as you're landing in, and it's going to be difficult for me to do this slow motion, the snap up part, because the dummy can't hold me up, is I want to really angle my body where my shoulder's already falling to the floor. So I'm here finishing the choke as I'm coming down. Okay. Questions or thumbs up if you understood me. Okay, good. Yeah, don't let your knee fall. You still want to get your knee across the belly, Amy. So you don't want to be running so much to the side, you still don't get your knee across the belly. Even your hips should be pointing to the side, Cha. So don't let your hips point square. Nice, Amy. Yeah, as you're landing, Sarah, try to land even more to your side. Try not to pull yourself straight back. Really force yourself as you're falling backwards to fall onto your side. Yeah, nice, Amy. Snap them up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One more rep, Amy, and then we're gonna go into the variation on the same choke. Very good. Okay, so my dummy was already doing this for me. So either your dummy has your person or dummy has short legs, or when you're catching this, they're kind of going in for like a single. So their arm is going to be across the body. Now, when the arm is, figure out what's this way. When the arm's across the body like that, you're going to no longer be doing like a straight on choke. You're going to be doing this kind of pirate sailor kind of elbow to knee twisting action when you're finishing the choke. So everything else from the beginning is the same. I'm snapping them up, getting to the side, seatbelt over, but this time the arm is across the body like this, okay? So when it's across the body like this, your hand's in the same position, but this time you're twisting this way to finish the choke. All right, thumbs up if you got it, or I can go over it again. Thumbs up. Okay, yeah, so it's a twisting action. Your shoulder is still gonna be over the neck, twist your elbow to your knee. Thumbs up, Amy, if you got it, or you wanna watch Sarah and Chow real quick. Okay. So like go in like you're gonna go on a high C, Sarah. So you're like trying to reach for a single leg here versus like a double. Your hands on both. There you go. Yeah. Snap up is the same. Boom. You can still bring that heel across the body. And if you need to, this is the thing. So if you are having a hard time staying on your side, originally I always try to bring the leg across the body because you're trying to prevent the person from jumping over, right? But if you can't, right, and you still need some sort of support to keep you on your side, all you do is tap your leg, shrimp to get your elbow to your knee. Okay, they both work. So you can be shrimping and choking her at the same time versus shrimp then choke, shrimp and a choke, apply the choke at the same time. It's much more powerful that way. So you're going to be going for a high C versus an outside single chop. And then your arm will be on the inside. Yeah, that one. Boom, boom, boom. I thought I just saw her tap. Wait, start in the regular position. So go back. Try not just do it. You're just gonna touch for the middle leg. That's all. So you're gonna be kind of really stretched out wide. Yeah, so long. So just go into the regular position. There you go. Drop your hips on her, Sarah. You should be sprawling, as in your hips are smashing her head. There you go. Good. Now go ahead, step in. Boom. Knee across the belly. Boom. Strength to your side. You need to get your elbow to your knee. There you go. Shrimp and choke at the same time. With your foot outside your butt. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay, last variation on the same choke. This time it's not, this is a high elbow guillotine, which means no arms. Okay. Now, I want you to keep in mind, this happens a lot in the arm and guillotine because you don't have you have to really use your whole body structure as a wall, meaning that you have to keep them dumped to the side and you have to keep your leg over the body so that the person can't run over your legs and get their head side high, right? If you can imagine me with the dummy, I have my arm in, right? My body is across, and you guys, for those of you with the dummy and even without the dummy, sometimes you can feel how difficult this is to maintain keeping the person dumped to the side with your leg across the body. That can be really difficult. You really have to get this right. You really have to get them completely stretched out like how I have this dummy, right? And practically be stepping over to mount to get this nice and good. If you don't, and even if you try to time this with the shrimp and finish, sometimes this isn't enough for the arm in guillotine. The point of this leg is to have some sort of wall so that the person can't jump over, whether you're stepping over or whether you're going to be using a butterfly hook here to keep kicking them over so that they can't go run their legs over your legs and get their head side high. We don't want to end up here. This sucks, right? So the high elbow guillotine really serves as that wall, because now you're going to be using your shoulder or your forearm really as the wall, and you're creating this pressure against their shoulder, pushing this against their shoulder so that they no longer can step over, and there's so much pressure on the neck, it's very difficult for the person to want. They'll be knocked out. They'll be out by the time they try to step over. So with this high elbow guillotine, you no longer really need this leg over. You just need to get them good and dumped to their side. And then just like how I was instructing Cha, you're going to be shrimping and getting the finish at the same time. Thumbs up if you got it. Please unmute if you have any questions.
So this is just neck, no arm, right?
Yeah, no arm. So you're just on the neck. And then this elbow is whichever elbow, if their head's on this side, you're gonna have your elbow practically vertically and pushing against the shoulder to finish the guillotine. So head's on this side, it's gonna be the other way. And this guillotine comes on fast, just FYI. All right, so boom. It doesn't matter where their hands are in this particular instance. All right, so everything's the same. Boom. But see how your elbow's close to your body, Cha? Really get that elbow across your shoulder. Yep. So our elbows aren't going to be here tied to our rib cage. This time you're actually going to flare up the arm that doesn't have the head. You're going to flare that out so that you can use that pressure against the shoulder. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Amy, just like that. And then you don't necessarily, you can still keep with the same habits that you're doing with your leg over across the body. But for this one, you can really like shrimp and finish too. Yeah, and it works really powerful when you shrimp out and finish. Yeah. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, did she get the choke already? I just saw arms. And so the finish for this choke is going to be the same as the knee to elbow one. So we're going to be knee to elbow here. Not necessarily this one, it's knee to elbow on the high elbow guillotine as well. So you're entering with no arms. You're entering with no arms, okay? Just FYI. So you don't need the arm on this one. Mm-hmm. Elbow high, Cha. Get that elbow across the body. Yep. See what a difference it was? All you did was try to get the elbow high, right? The elbow, if the elbow is here, then you've got nothing. Her shoulder can just hop straight over your forearm. You're not creating a wall to keep her away. That wall needs to go right. Let's see if I can get the dummy to do it. Right here. And then his forearm. I can't get him to do it. I'm trying to get him to do it. His forearm. I don't know if you guys saw anything. I did my best here. I can't see. I can't see the camera.
That was hard to catch, but maybe you could just describe what you were
Yeah,
trying to
so okay.
communicate.
Yeah, so here, right here, I'm creating a wall like this. So that's where my forearm is going, straight on that shoulder. If my hand is down, then there's no wall. They can just hop over. If my hand is vertical, now his shoulder is running into a wall. Does that make sense? Better sense? Down, hop over. Vertical, wall. Thumbs up if you got it, please. No. Okay, we'll just keep practicing. Vertical, wall. Now put your hand flat. Like flat on her. Parallel to the ground. Just like where you are right now, just parallel. Use your other arm so I can see. Just do this in front of, yeah, that's a wall. Now put that same forearm parallel to the floor. Now don't try to choke her. Just put your hand parallel to the floor like this. Just do that in front of Sarah's face. Yeah. Lower, right? Just where her neck would be. Boom, right? She can hop over that. Her shoulders can just slide right over that, is what I'm saying. So just do the choke again. Go through the whole motion. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Right? So now you have the wall. Yeah. Now bring your elbow close to your body. Yep. Now, Sarah, you feel like you can. Now you have a wall. Now bring your elbow close to the body. Right? Bring your elbow down, Cha. The elbow that's close to the camera. Bring that elbow to your rib cage. The elbow that's closest to the camera, Cha. Bring your elbow to your rib cage. No, wait, I'm saying just bring your elbow to the rib cage so I can demonstrate that what I'm talking about. Yeah, just do this. That's it. Yes. Okay. All right. So here, good. Now, all Sarah needs to do is walk your feet towards the camera, Sarah. There you go. And walk over. Not simply because your elbow was flat. That's what I meant. Okay, now if you go back, now put your elbow in the wall position so your elbow is high. For me, you guys kind of froze just a little bit. So, okay, so now your elbow is high, blocking out the shoulder, blocking out her shoulder as much as you can. Now use the pressure against her shoulder to prevent her from running over your elbow. So she can't, now she can't, right? So she's getting choked. That's what I meant. Yeah. Okay, unmute yourself, please, so I can understand if you guys got it.
I think so.
Okay, so you understand what I mean now. Thumbs up, please, if you do. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. All right, now you can put your foot on the ground and shrimp, Sarah. Sarah, you can also put your foot on the ground and shrimp into getting your elbow to your knee as well. Right, that helps because you have that elbow across the shoulder as a wall. You can really free yourself up to shrimp there. So try to put your leg across her body as a seatbelt versus shooting your leg into half guard. Right, because your leg was between her legs and half guard. Not that the choke can't work there, it's just a little more difficult for you to control them with your hips. Boom, parallel across, put it on the ground to shrimp. Put your heel on the ground and shrimp into the choke. Put your foot on the ground, Sarah. The top leg, put it on the floor and shrimp. There you go. Shrimp into the choke. There you go. Okay, one more, and then we're gonna work on some defensive stuff. All right, let's look in. So now the person getting choked is going to have something defensively that they're going to do. And we're gonna work on this for a few minutes. And then next week, we're gonna have a counter for this defense, okay? So I showed you the first one to the top person. If the person's not doing well with getting their leg across your body fast, you can just run your feet over the legs and get your head side high the short way, okay? So let's just do that one more time. Sarah, you'll have to be and Cha, you'll have to be my virtual uge to demonstrate what I mean. You guys just did this. So you can either do the arm in guillotine or the high elbow guillotine, it doesn't matter, right? So the person getting choked is gonna be the one demonstrating the move. All right, so go ahead in the choke. Okay, choking, all right, boom, snapping up. Get yourself into the choke. Now, Cha, you can just run over that high leg, right? If she doesn't do a good job getting her leg over your body, you can just run over that high leg and get your head side high. All right. Now, when you're head side high, I know you don't have any room there anymore. You really want to sprawl and really use your shoulder pressure as much as you can in their chest and open your head up to the side. Try not to keep yourself ducked down, but you really kind of want to be able to get your spine back in alignment. So you're going to go from being, here to being here and opening yourself up. And then you can use your hand if you need to remove the hand around your neck. But you really have to go from being thin. And in this position, you can get rolled to sprawling back and opening up your chest. Okay, were you guys able to see that? Okay, good. That's one part of it. So if the person doesn't do a good job doing that, that's the first defense. So now we're going to plan for people who actually know what they're doing. Remember on Saturday, we talked a lot about blocking out the hips. That's your first step. So in order for the person who is choking you to really get into a good position where you feel threatened, as they snap you up, let them come in, and then your hands will be on the hips. Okay. From here, in the guillotine position, and this is how you're going to drill this, Amy, you're going to drill it too, but it's more of a movement drill. It's going to be more of a movement drill for you, which is going to be really and still important versus like actually defending the toe. So just imagine your head was dumped on this side. Your hands are going to be on the hips. When you're here, you're going to run your body until you're on them, still blocking out the hips, still bridging as much as you can. And then you're going to run yourself through to this side. And again, I don't want to be bunched up where I can get re-rolled. I really want to sprawl my body back and start to look up to the side. Okay. So again, my old body, I'm here. I let the dummy come into the choke on me. I'm already blocking out the hips. Okay, he comes down. Boom, I'm gonna hit my bridge, run my feet, bridging, and then running around. Okay. So, boom. Nice, Amy. Keep your butt off the ground. Keep your weight on the dummy. Run your feet. Yeah, top foot over. Just like that. That was good. That was really good. Yeah. Nice, Amy. Good job. Boom. Block out those hips, child. Go back. You guys should really still have the choking good. So let her get the choking good. And then when her butt lands is when you're gonna go for it. Like you should practically be feeling yourself get choked. Just have your hands, let her hips get in close when she snaps you up. So your hands can just be here on her hips, but just don't push her away. Yeah. Get your hips in close, Sarah. Go in for the choke, nice and good. Good. There you go. Bridge. Get your body and your head on her. You ran out of room. Let's figure that out. Boom. Bridge. Weight on her. Good. Nice, Amy. Yeah, really get to your side as much as possible, Amy. The more you can open up your chest to the sky, the more it'll easier be to peel that hand off. Yeah. If you're looking straight down, you're gonna get re-rolled, and some people are still good at choking head side high. So be mindful of that. So really open up your chest blade your shoulders so that you're further away. All right. If I'm flat, my head is closer to their head. For the purposes, I'm just going to face this way. When I'm open like this, my head is much further away from their head. And so you want to create that distance away from their head as much as possible so that they can't get the choke on you. So that's why when you're here, you really want to be opening up your chest this way. Don't stay here. You can get rolled or you can get submitted still. Sink your body down. Yeah. Amy. Yeah. And you can just peel that hand off if you need to, Sarah. Yeah. Amy over here making this drill work. Get it, girl. Yeah. Okay, finish this last rep, Amy. Okay, we're gonna close out with a very simple choke. I left this one for last because it's kind of stupid simple how good it works. So the person is in we sprawled on them. They tried to go for the shot. Sometimes you get people who just won't let you like pick a side. They're doing a good job keeping you in front, not letting you snap them up. So what you're gonna do is both your hands are gonna come here, right? Still for that It's not really quite the cup and saucer, but it's just like this, right? So I'm here. And we're gonna keep our chest pressure on them. And then you're just gonna drive into the person to finish the choke. It's right there. That's all it is. You're just driving into them, folding them in half like this. I only have my hand on the ground, but so I don't fall over. That just folding them in half like this. That's how you finish the choke. Both hands on, folding them in half like this. Okay, so I'm gonna be initiating that step up. But most likely, as you're trying to finish this choke and you're driving the pressure in, it'll just be like that, and they'll already be tapping. Okay, so Sarah, Cha, you guys go ahead and demonstrate for Amy so she can see how it works. One person's gonna be sprawled out, they just shot, the other person is sprawling on top of the person. And the person who's sprawling on top is doing the choke. Yeah. So both hands inside, in front of the shoulder. Yeah. Now, really get your hands like this so their head doesn't wiggle around. So you really want to bring your elbows together. Yeah. Now really drive your chest into her and really finish the choke here. So you don't want to push her over. Go back. If you pushed her over, if you had to do that much movement to finish the choke, something's off. Okay, so go back, do it again. Really, you want to get her, when you're finishing the choke, you can pull into your chest just a little bit because you really need to have your chest and your back activated to finish it. You're finishing the choke by getting her head to fold like this. All right, and your neck is going in there. So chest on the back of the head, really pull that head tight into you and drive forward, Cha. Yeah, there you go. Now you got it. I saw that panicky tap. Okay, all right. Sarah, you can give it a try. That's all it is. Elbows tight, really smash that head down in the center of your chest. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be weird, Amy. Yeah. So, so 2 more minutes and then we'll call it a day. One more minute. One more minute of chokes. All right, Amy, just last minute, just sprawl and get back up and sprawl and get back up. That's it. Just sprawl on the W's head. This sprawl, boom. All right. Sarah, child, let's go. Let's get it. Amy's over here putting in work. Good job. Keep going. Few more seconds, Amy. You're almost there. And time. All right. Good job, you guys. All right. Sarah, Cha, questions? What came up for you today during today's class?
Well, I knew a couple of those chokes, and I don't think I knew a couple of them. So yeah, new stuff, and I got that detail you were trying to teach it after you coached me through it, but yeah. Sean? Good.
Thumbs up. Good.
Yeah, they're brutal chokes.
Yeah, they are. I love them. It looks so great. And Amy, just doing a clean wash from today's class. What came up for you for today?
I didn't totally understand the shrimping thing. Like, are we shrimping? Like, is it like a forward shrimp or like a backward shrimp?
You were doing it right. It's backwards, right? Yeah, you were doing it right. So you're not. I mean, you might have to forward shrimp into them if you're away from them, but this is a mechanic. I have to shrimp this way to get my elbow to my knee. So I'm pushing my butt. I'm trying to find a good angle so you can see it. I'm pushing my butt back in order to get my elbow to my knee. Okay, but what I saw how you're doing it the right way. Of course, it's going to be hard for you to feel if the choke is working unless you have an actual training partner. But it really, if you ask Sarah and Cha, it doesn't take much. when you actually shrimp, it's like I saw them panic tap a couple of times. All right, you guys, great class. I will see you Saturday. I don't know. It may or may not be a workout. I feel like I have some really cool, fun things to give to you guys. But I had MMA practice today, and I'll probably have another practice on Wednesday. So I'll see what cool things I can give you guys for Saturday. Until then, have a great rest of your week. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. This weird freaking thing for my mask is crazy. I have a beard now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know. Seafood Bond.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.